Julie, Janine, Gloria, D, Joan. You guys, it's ugly sweater. I guess I should maybe say that. Sweater. Christmas sweater. Christmas sweater. And so it's not going to be like the prettiest thing in the world, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. Okie dokie. Hey, Mary Marshall. Jacqueline. How are y'all tonight? We have a couple things. So one, we have our live stream still available. 1 week, Christina, 1 week. I just said 1 week from today, and the 1 week from today right now, and the meet and greet will already be over. This week has gone by crazy slow, but it's fine. It's okay. It's fine. I'm totally in the it's fine stage. It's fine. It's fine. Something showed up today that we ordered, and it was completely not right. And I was like, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's all right. We'll fix it. It's fine. Anyway, I found sweater ribbon, so we're going to use that. Yes, thank you very much, Becky Jones. So if y'all would love to share this video, I'm going to do a couple of these. I know, Barbara. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. It's fine. Christina, it's totally fine. When you see me walking around next week and I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. Something's probably not fine. Hey, Carol. Hey, Maria. All right. I just went with whatever I could really just mix together. Not really matching too much, but, you know, just fun. So, you know, Christmas parties, like the thing. Maybe it's still not the thing, but it's still the thing for our family. We do ugly sweaters. So my ugly sweater has made its rounds. My sweater has made its rounds. My crazy sweater is what it should be called. Y'all, should I? Okay, should I update my sweater live? I say that constantly. I'm recovering. Addison and I are going to work on the sweater tomorrow. And I was wondering, it was fun. Megan did hers live. And I was like, I wonder if we should do ours live. Stephanie got her tickets. Awesome. I saw you sign up last night. So if you haven't got your virtual ticket, you still can. Not only is it's not just a regular virtual ticket to the event. There's lots of extra bonuses in there, which makes it extra. Yeah, but Pearl, do you think I should do a live though? I can't let, so listen, Tammy and I are in, it's for bragging rights, okay? But we're in like competition with each other. So I don't want her to see the whole thing. So maybe I could do some. Who is main vendor? Who is the main vendor of ribbon Damon uses? Now go to market. I can't remember his name. Craig Bachman. Craig Bachman. Well, I'm in the contest to win. So I was thinking about doing pieces of it, not all of it. So she can't see all of it. Like, you're not going to know the whole thing until, like, you see the whole thing. Because there's a whole lot to it. Oh, yes, Tarina is coming. Trina's not coming on Thursday, but you're going to be there on Friday. Okie dokie. I cannot wait to meet you, Trina. Lisa Kellum's going to be there. Can you watch the virtual? Yes, absolutely, Jody. If you are busy next weekend and you want to see all the fun and you want to be eligible for all the prizes and all the stuff, but you can't watch us, you can purchase your ticket and it will be available on replay, just like all the other stuff. Hey, Angie Dunkel. So if you don't have your live stream ticket yet, you can go to melscupofcheer.com and check out all the details there. Also, we're doing an auction at the end for the in-person folks. It's nearly impossible to do it with a live streamer, so it is only the in-person people. However, it is available for everyone to make donations to if you're interested. Hey, Jordan, wait! I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I just got distracted. If you are interested in donating to our foundation that we've chosen, it is the foster care for the county in which we live in, the foster care Christmas program. They haven't had it in 2 years. And so this will be their first one back since COVID. My husband works in the county in a foster care division. How do you know who it is? Jordan, how do you know who the surprise is? You see this face? Jordan. We have a surprise for Jordan and Megan. Are you laughing because you know, or are you laughing because you got me? Jordan? Anyways, the foundation we chose this year, or not really a foundation, but the charity that we're going to donate to, is to go towards the foster care Christmas for the county of which we live in. If you don't know, if you're watching me for the very first time, we were foster parents and adopted our children in 2019. I'm messing with you. You better be, because only a handful of people know, and I'm going to be really upset if one of them told you. That's a mom face. All right. As long as you don't know, we have a surprise for Megan and Jordan, and like, because I couldn't keep it a secret, because Tammy and I couldn't keep it a secret, we did tell a couple people, and they better not tell, y'all. Where's this one at? This one over here. They better not tell. Hey, Maureen. All right, so we just started with a fun sweater bow. We're just going to build it out from there. Now, if you have not shared this video yet, please, pretty please do so. I couldn't fall asleep last night thinking about who it could be. Megan, I'm pretty sure it was you the other night, somewhere along the lines, that had some really good guesses or a good guess. That's not their surprise, but you had some guesses as to who else. Don't say it if you can think about it, because I don't want to ruin the surprise for everybody else. I'm almost done with my sweater. Oh, okay. I keep saying Tammy, not Tammy. Addison and I are going to work on mine tomorrow. You guys, she was so cute. She helped. Oh, also, the kids at some point or another, are going to end up actually going to be there. Erin and I talked a lot about it, and I think it's very important for Addison mostly. That's Meg, that's not their surprise, but that person is coming. Maybe. If anybody else is watching, that's not good. Not telling you, Megan. Shoot, now what was I saying? Oh, so Addison and I we worked yesterday on, you know, finalizing and going through one more time, like all one huge part of the event. So we're going to work on my sweater tomorrow. I keep saying that, and Facebook is gonna. No one guessed who your surprise is. No one. I've been watching everyone. No one has said your surprise. What is in here? Hold up. What is that? It's like little, like, look at that. What is that? No. The surprise, your surprise is not in the comments, but Meg was on to something else. I'm pretty sure Megan and Jordan, I'm pretty sure you guys already know that. I'm almost positive you already know that part. It just, we haven't announced it to everybody yet. What? Jordan! Don't do that! Don't do that to me. Jordan, you guys all gotta come back here after dinner on Wednesday. It's gonna be crazy, but we gotta do it. Wouldn't that be so fun? In this teeny tiny little space? Okay, that's the start of it. Buzz, buzz. Jordan, you better watch it. Wait, did you guys see this? Hold on. Wait. I just finished inside the coaching group. Did you guys see this? Did you see this one? Jordan, did you see this? Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? Say yes, Melissa. Jordan, say yes, Melissa. Listen, I do some things more than the pancake style with all the head too. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys. I'm so excited. I hope this surprise is going to be off the charts. It is. It's going to be an original for sure. You're going to be like, oh my goodness. Who made that? I made that. Jordan, I just made it in the coaching group. Jordan. Thank you, Meg. Okay, there it is. Thanks. See, I do things more than... You guys, Jordan and Megan, I wanted to talk about you guys. But you're here. Okay, all right. I got things that are going to make you laugh. I got things that are going to make you cry. I am ready. No, but we are thinking about going to Disney next year with the kids. We're thinking about it. It's a big... Oh, what? That's not in my budget, although I wish it was, Jordan. I wish it was. 7 days from now, Carol. Thank you. Thank you, Trisha. Thank you. I got a couple things for you guys. It's a person. One is a person that you have not guessed yet. So keep the guessing. This is like, this one's from Hobby Lobby. It's like, that's a strong nub. I'm not keeping that one. Leaving Wednesday, Lisa Rand. Listen, Aaron has been helping so much. He is going to know every single one of y'all's names, where you live, what your addresses are, what state. He's been like going through the Google forms and everything. He's been doing so good. He's a rock star. You have not. They are going to be so upset with you. Megan, I don't even know. Oh, Barbara. That would be so great. No, not Damon's mom. I wish. That would be my own surprise. That would be a surprise to me. You guys, Tammy, I was talking to Tammy today for our final event meeting. And she's like, oh, I'm going to be there on, oh, wouldn't it be great if it was Linda Spearman? Talk to her and get her. Wouldn't it be great if it was Glitz and Glue? No, that's not Donna's. What's Donna's? Isn't Donna something like that? Okay. I'm telling you, you're going to have to wait until Friday even. You're going to have to wait until Friday. Wait until Friday. I should have took this sweater off before I started. That would be amazing. I have to agree with you. So Linda, Cindy, and Debbie, Cindy Johnson and Debbie Davis, I told them, once I'm in the big time and I can afford for y'all to come do my registration and just be there with me, they're like the dream team. They do the Wreath Makers Live one. Okay. The weather is cold. I'm not going to lie to you. Weather is, Lisa, it's cold. Well, you're from Jersey. You know, right? It's not warm there, is it? I'm still just admiring my pink loveliness. I love it. The trams are finally running again at Disney. Ooh, Lee! Hey, but ow! Shoot, how did my finger get under there? Haley, Haley! It's cold, Jordan. It's cold. I hope that you have pants. Well, we're going to be inside until Sunday. We're going to be inside, so you should be good. We do not have snow. We did have snow the other, well, I didn't, but parts of Michigan did have snow the other day. I mean, like, pictures were, of course, flying through the Facebook world, and it was That's too much glue, but it's okay. It's fine. It's all fine. Is it JoJo? I did talk to JoJo the other day on the phone. I'm gonna wear my shorts. If you wear your shorts over to Bronner's, Jordan, you're gonna freeze. Actually, again, it's in the car and out of the car, so you're gonna be inside. And it gets warm inside Bronner's because there's gonna probably, well, yeah, it's gonna probably be a lot of people. By this time of the year, it's usually rocking. We just started talking about Disney. We just started talking about it. So Aaron's sister is going to wait until, I think, the following year or the year after, because she still has a little. And so we were going to wait for them, but it's not Damon. You guys look at me in the eyeballs, okay? It's not Damon. I would not be able to contain my excitement. It is not Damon. Jordan can vouch for me. Megan can vouch. Damon is has a plan out of town. It's not here. 100%, 100,000,000% not here. So that we know for sure. I will say that so that no one thinks. Elizabeth! You guys, we have the lanyards done. We have some other special surprise things done. Something was delivered today that is so stinking cute. So cute. It's going to be in your registration packets. Oh, so cute. Yes. Yes, he will be. Something that you waited for and earned a long time ago. Did I just cut that wrong? I did. I just cut an arrow, y'all. Come on, Melissa. So it is not 100% not Damon. Santa Claus, wouldn't it be great? I did ask Aaron to be Santa Claus. He did not think I was funny. Did not think I was funny. That was a hard no. Although I will say this, he was on the road today for at least 6 hours for me, running, doing all sorts of things. He's been a rock star. Could not be doing what I'm doing without him. That's for sure. Oh my gosh, Candace! Don't say that! Don't say that! I was afraid too. So you guys know Tara Lynn Marshall is joining us as our MC. She is going to rock it, but she's flying. And so she just texted me today and she was like, I'm sending my stuff. It's going to arrive on Tuesday. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be praying from now until then. Oh, man. Jordan. That wasn't the part that he was just like, I'll do a lot for you. I'm not doing that. It's like, okay, well, I figured I would try. At least I tried. I tried for my people. I tried for y'all. I have also, like, we have 80s night, and I have bought, like, so many options. None of them are working out well. I'm just like, well, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. What kind of greenery is that? It's Trista. It's from Hobby Lobby. And it was like $2.50. Hold on. Oh, I lied. It went up. This is $5.99. It was like $3. Maybe it was the same. Maybe it didn't go up. I don't know. Is it too late to sign up for the virtual class? No, we would love to have you tomorrow. You can go to melscupofcheer.com. melscupofcheer.com. You know, if someone guesses, you better have a fib ready to tell. Jean is coming. Jean, wait till you see. Wait till you see. Wait till you see. I know, but it was like both of our birthdays when we were deciding, and we just went with 80s. I honestly don't know why we went with 80s, but we went with 80s. I am going to be wearing pajamas on Friday night, along with my whole get-up. You guys, if you are looking for virtual tickets, they are available, but I also want to remind you that if you were in our... if you were in Tammy and I, if you were in our craft shows and classes class, if you were in my garlands class, if you were in her Cricut class, if you were in any class from this year, there is a discount coupon code available in those groups for you. So check those out for you. I watched a TikTok and now I can't get one of the songs out of my head. Jordan, my goal, I'm just going to tell you, I have a goal for you. And not that I want to see you cry, because of course I don't want to see you cry, but I have a sentimental thing just for Jordan. I have it one for everybody, but I'm interested to see how Jordan takes it. Just saying. Love you, Jordan. Megan did her ugly sweater yesterday live. It was super cute. Addison and I are doing mine tomorrow night. Love you, buddy. I'm gonna save my speech. I'm gonna save it. Save it. Save it. Save all the good stuff. I want to see your face. Oh, shoot. I want to see your face. I know, Carol. I was born in 1980, so that would be great. It would be fantastic. Aw, yes, Bonnie! We've had... I feel bad. This last week we've had like 6 people reach out and say, hey, if there's another ticket, we want it. I feel bad. We were very sure about 100 people. I keep slipping out of my chair, y'all. I can't. Nice big glob of glue. I'm out of glue. monster onesies. Aw. Grayson, Jordan, you have to save a seat on Wednesday night for Grayson because he's been, I want to sit next to Uncle Jordan all week. So just letting you know. Oh my God. Okay, dude. And then you're in charge of him. Maybe he'll eat for you. He'll be coming right from soccer practice, so he's going to be ripe. It's going to be good. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. Something today we ordered, showed up, it wasn't right. I'm calling Tammy. She's sitting in the chair getting her hair done. We're like, it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Lisa, they don't need anything. Kids don't need anything. They don't need anything. 0 things. They need to meet you. They need to meet you and see you, and hang out with you. That's it. Glue, look at glue all over it. It's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. Y'all use all my creative juices in the group tonight. I love that wreath. I'm going to show it to you again. I love it so much. Bring jumbo, Linda. Linda, have you been talking to David? No, my gosh. Oh my gosh. Listen, they're going to be with Grandpa, and so unless you want to spend the whole workshop or the whole event with kids with us, we got to not let them have the sugar because he's going to bring them back like, y'all can have them back. Especially my son on sugar. Oh. It's fine. It's all fine. So they will be there. Anyway, so I was saying this earlier. The items that are made on stage will be auctioned off at the end to our in-person folks. If you are not joining us, or if you're not joining us, or if you're joining us virtually, however you are, if you're not part of the auction, in-person auction, if you'd like to donate, the proceeds for the auction are going to go toward the St. Clair County Foster Care Christmas Party. So if you don't know, if you've been following me and you don't know, which I know I don't talk about it too much, Aaron and I know her better than that. Aaron and I were foster parents in 2018-19. We were able to adopt our 2 children in 2019. And Aaron works for the licensing department in the county of where we live. And so they do a nice big Christmas party every year. And they haven't done it for 2 years. Not for financial reasons, but just, because of COVID and that kind of thing. And so they're doing it again for the very first time this year, after 2 years. And we are excited to be a part of it. So our proceeds from the auction and anything that we gather, all the money from the profits from the shirts are going that we sold for the event. That's going towards it also. And we're excited to be a part of that tremendously. I'm trying to keep myself busy because I earlier, as I was typing some things, I was like, had a whole, it was a mess. That's the reason why I don't have any makeup on right now. So, fostering children can be hard enough in itself for the parents, along with the children, obviously, for the kids to be in a new place. Our kids came to us 20 days before Christmas. That was rough. That was tough. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know whether we should insanely shower them with gifts, or weren't sure if they were going to be with us the next year. We weren't sure so many things. We just weren't sure. So it was a tough decision. And then when the foster care worker walked in with, at that time we had three children. We had our two, and we had another child. When she walked in with 3 bags, it was I don't know how to explain the feeling. It was, I knew we weren't part of their family. And it was so new to us and to them. And I knew that the foster care agency that we went through, I knew that it was what they do, for all the kids. I knew that it wasn't just for our kids. But watching Addison take the bag from the gal and just sit next to her and open them, and they just had a bond. I really can't explain it. I don't know if I really need to. It was a special moment. I know that it was special. Addison will even remember what was in that bag. She even remembers what was in that bag. Grayson obviously does not. But Addison will remember exact one thing. She remembers one thing specifically. It's a special thing. So when Tammy and I were talking about what we were going to donate to for the auction, because what were we going to do with all of those things that we make? So we're definitely going to auction them off. But what we're going to do with the money for them, we both were like, well, there's no other thing. Something to do with foster care, something to do with that. And so, talked it out with Aaron. He works in the foster care licensing department in the county of which we live in. And they were, they always do the Christmas party. And I was like, oh my gosh, can we donate gifts? Can we donate gifts? Can we be a part of this? Can our event be a part of this? And he was like, yeah, totally. And he, talked with his boss and either his boss and another boss, someone, and they know that we're coming. Aaron and I still plan to help regardless. So it's something it's close to us. It's important to us. And we're in a position to be able to help. So we're really excited to be able to do that and to take the auction proceeds and put them to a very good cause. There are 189 kids in foster care in our county alone. And our county is small. It's small. Our county is small. We do not have, it's not a big metropolitan area. It's a spread out, but it's small. So for there to be 189 kids it's a lot. And, we're approaching that season where some of these kids have been out of care. They're maybe coming right into care. And it's a special thing that I'm happy to be a part of. So, my best friend foster twins. Oh my gosh. It's tough. It's so tough. It's tough. Fostering is not easy. That's for sure. So if you were, hey, Damon, if you were, joining us in person, or if you're joining us virtually, if you're not joining us at all, you can still go to fostercarechristmas.com and donate to that specifically. Aaron and I will be purchasing gifts as far as stocking stuffers, gifts for all the ages, and we'll be bringing unwrapped gifts to the building for them to wrap and do that kind of thing. So we can't take pictures of the actual party for privacy and all that kind of reasons with the foster kids. But as far as the journey and Aaron and I shopping and you know, bringing our donations to the building, we'll definitely be taking pictures of that. Will be a special thing. Our kids are going to help us, whether they know it or not. So I know Addison will enjoy it. So that's that. You can, Trina. It would be best if you went to that fostercarechristmas.com and donated there. It would be best if you could do it there because we could track it and it would be best there. Anyways, if you are watching tonight, I hope that you do have your ticket for the virtual. 2 of my kiddos came with nothing but clothes in their back. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. And we didn't have kids. We didn't have kids. We didn't know we didn't have kids. And like we tried to think that we were prepared, but we were not prepared. We were not at all prepared. I was like, my friend has twin girls and a boy. So twin girls about Addison's age and a boy about Grayson's age. And when they called us, we already had one little girl that at the time. And when they called us and said we have 2 more, we were only registered, or we were licensed for 3, but only wanted to take 2 because we have 2 bedrooms. And so they called us with 2 more, and we were like, what do we do? Like, we can't say no. Like, we can't say no. You get those calls. And listen, the gal who was in charge of like calling when there was a child that come in care, I told her, I'm like, look, if you call me, I'm going to say yes. If you call me, I'm going to say yes. So it's important that you call Aaron so that he can ask all the important questions and all the stuff, all the things. And so, you know, one time I remember I said yes. She called me. I said yes. Yes, bring me another child. Yes. Like that's the answer you do. That's the thing you do. And we had a time for the child to be delivered to us, not delivered, but brought to us. We had a time for him to show up. I had already talked to Addison. We had already talked to, you know, well, not Grayson. And we did talk to him, but he didn't know. We talked to Addison, and the plans changed, and the child ended up going to another home. As a foster parent, especially, you know, not especially, but in Aaron and I, in our position, it's, you know, you get those calls and you're like, what do? You say yes. I mean, you say yes. You have another child that doesn't have a place to go. Yes, you can bring them to me. Yes. And so, you know, we try to have, you know, when you foster, when you're licensed, I don't know if y'all know all this stuff, and I'm rambling at the moment, but when you foster, you are registered usually for an age range. It was something, you know, you determine, you tell them, you know, what your age range is or whatever. And so we were prepared for like young. Addison was 4. Like we didn't think there was going to be, you know, talking, memory, you know, recalling children. And so, you know, the first week was not too bad. But as time went on, those next coming weeks and things come out of her mouth, and I will say not all foster parents are created equal. They're just not. It's extremely unfortunate. It's not what anybody wants to hear. It can be it can taint your feeling towards foster care. Not all foster parents are like that, or bad or good. But they're not also, whether good or bad, they're not all also created equally financially. So when the worker come into our house, and you know, listen, they would walk in and I would say, look, I'm not cleaning my house. Like at first I would like clean my house like a nutcase. I'm like, I don't have time to clean my house. You guys are here like every day. I feel like I can't continue to clean my house. I would open the door and be like, we live here. You can, I mean, it's clean, but we have toys everywhere. Like it is what it is. But to see that special, just a moment, it was just a couple of minutes where Addison sat next to the gal and went through the bag. It was just a special thing. So I'm very much looking forward to being a part of those moments all over our county during Christmas time. And y'all who are donating and a part of that will be able to share the joy together. I unfortunately I won't have pictures of it, obviously, but it's a special thing. So I'm rambling now. Want to see my pink wreath again? How pretty it is! Look at that one! It's so pretty. I promise to do my best during the event to not cry, but I usually break promises, so. Aw, Shelly, he comes. Shelly, you're part of Aaron's. Shelly, are you a foster? Shelly, I need more details. My Aaron? That's awesome. She has to clean his house, yeah. Oh, Shelly, that's so great. That's so awesome. So, Aaron started a long time ago, even before we got married. He started doing CPS. Shelly, she is. Oh. He started in CPS, Child Protective Services. That is hard. That is so hard. Even as, I mean, I think my husband's emotional, but even as strong as he is, I mean, he's you know, a strong guy, but man, CPS is just not fun. So when they moved him to foster care, it was foster care placement. And then he moved into a different division now where he licenses homes for foster care. So he's the guy that comes into your house, does all the checks, all the stuff, and you know, does all the reporting and like, you know, well, I don't know if he technically approves it or denies it, but he sends off all the information to be approved or denied. Shelly, that is awesome. It's hard. Fostering is hard. Fostering is emotionally hard, and you have to be strong. You know, you can't, you know, especially, I mean, we had younger kids. Like all the kids that came out of us, so the twins were 15 months or 18 months. The twins were young. And then the first little girl after that was 2. And then our kids came in, and you know, they're young. The only one that could recall memory is Addison, and it stinks when she can recall some things. It just is not fun. Oh, awesome, Deborah. Are you serious? Deborah, you're coming next week? Aw. Aw, Donna. Thank you, Susan. Yeah. Yeah, Trina. Yeah. You know, I'm always worried about saying too much information about Addison's past, you know, because one day she's going to be older and these videos will always be here. But that's her past is why I say not all foster parents are created equal. Just not. We were their 5th home. And I'm just really glad we were their last. It is a small world. Shelly, I'm going to have to tell Aaron that you were on last night, or this tonight. It is their story to tell. It is. It is. I'm really glad, you know. I mean, we celebrate Adoption Day every single year. Grayson's is coming up. I certainly don't want them to not know. Addison clearly knows. I don't want Grayson to not know. But he's definitely too young to really understand it. And I think, you know, explaining it in too much detail might really confuse him. He's 5. He's a young 5 too. But we celebrate Adoption Day, and, you know, we always say, like, when you came here, when you came to us, when you arrived, you know, we're definitely not, you know, hide it from them at all. My mom adopted 2 children from a mentally unwell family. 2 of them came to me. Aww. It's hard. It's hard. Thank you, Shelly, very much. Thank you very much, dear. Hopefully, you know, y'all see me making wreaths, and I was listening to someone, now I don't even remember who it was, but, oh no, I wasn't listening to somebody. I watched a TikTok from someone, and she was like, I can't believe I was always crafty. Everybody said I was always the crafty one, and then I started this business, and she's like, I can't believe that it actually became a business. I don't remember what she said exactly, but I was like, I don't even know this girl. I was like, I feel like I know you. I feel like the same thing. Like, I can't even believe this. I mean, you know, I work hard every single day, sun up to sundown, and sometimes well past that. But it's crazy how anything. I worked for a gal part-time in transit in one of my walks of life before this one. She was 82 years old and owned a wedding invitation company, and not just any wedding invitation company. Her wedding invitations were selling sometimes for $35 a piece each. One invitation, $35. Like, I'm making these going like, this is insane. Like, what am I even doing here? This is nuts. Is there even a world for this? Is there a market for this? This is crazy. Sure enough, like, it was not uncommon for her to be selling $10, $15, $20 a piece each. You know, I hope that somewhere in my walks and talks and all the stuff that I've encouraged you to, whatever your talents are, whether it be making cards, wedding invitations, I don't know, making jewelry, making wreaths, whatever it is, sewing, knitting, quilts, whatever. I hope that my talks and journey has inspired you to keep going, or to start, or to know that, you know, you can. You know, I always say, you know, I always used to say, you can't make money selling crafts. That's what I told everybody for my entire life. That's what I said. I used to scrapbook. You can't make money selling crafts. I used to tell everybody that. The truth is, I didn't try. Like, I didn't try. I just thought you couldn't, and I didn't try. I didn't look. I didn't research. I didn't nothing. I didn't anything. So, yes, I can. This one? Oh, this one needs something over here. I need more red over there. Oh, there's that one. That one was easy. 2 ingredients. The other one was not easy. I mean, it was easy, just more than 2 ingredients. So that one was quick and easy. The other one, love. I still have to photograph. Cross your fingers that that photographs well. Candace said, my husband's telling me to just go for it. I went part-time at work. He pushed me to do my craft full time. So let me tell you a story, and some of you may have already heard this story again. I'm gonna tell it to you again. I used to have a big fancy job without bonuses or perks. It was almost a 6-figure job. I do not have a college education. So for me in Michigan, that was a huge deal. I worked my tail off. Myself and my boss and my staff were incredible, right? We were rock stars. Like we were rock stars. My business, the job that I had, that I worked hard for, that I had every little detail worked out and perfect. Like we had SOPs for everything. I was a nutcase. Well, a big company bought our little company, and then I had the choice to move to St. Louis or drive 2.5 hours to another city. That's where their closest office was. And obviously neither of those two were my option. So I had no job. And we had just bought our new house an hour north of where we used to live. And again, I just told you, not in a metro area, not like a lot of jobs, and the pay cut would have been considerable. So I was looking for a full-time job, and I was looking for a part-time job, thinking, okay, well, with a full-time job and the part-time job, that would bridge the gap, and, you know, we'll be good. So I was looking and interviewing and doing all these things, and I would interview and I would be overqualified or underqualified. Underqualified because I don't have a college education. Overqualified because I'm applying for jobs that were half the salary, and they're thinking like, you're going to leave, basically. And I found this guy making wreaths on the internet, which a year before this, 2 years before this is 2017. Yeah, 2 years before that, I started making wreaths on the landing of my townhouse. I didn't know. I saw a thing on Pinterest and I was inspired by it, and I started making these teensy tiny little wreaths. Like, you've heard the story. I was hot gluing the ribbon. I was hot gluing the non-wired ribbon to the mesh to make it stay, because I didn't know there was such thing as wired ribbon. That's where we were. So here I am, moved into the new house, knew my job was ending, scrolling through Facebook looking for anything. I'm looking for I don't even know what I was looking for. And I found this guy, Damon, right? Here he is on a Facebook Live doing exactly what I said could not be done my whole life. He was making money selling crafts. A wreath is a craft. This is a craft. It's a handmade, it's a craft. So I watched him diligently and watched him and watched him and watched him. And then I found Lisa Kellum, who will be on our stage next week. And I watched her, and she was doing the same thing. She's doing installs. She's doing selling wreaths. She's doing all the stuff. I was like, okay, I'm totally doing this. There was a class that I wanted to take, and it was a lot of money. For me at the time, it was a lot of money. And Erin, this is the whole point. We're going back to that. I'm bringing it back. Erin, my sweet, never denies me anything husband, doesn't, I think he's just learning, by the way, how to say no to me, because this last week and this week it's been trying. We're getting ready for the event. It's been nuts. Anyway, at first, or this is back then, and I said, we weren't in the same room, and I said, hey, I think I'm going to take a class, and it was like almost $1,000. Hey, I think I'm going to take a class that will help me learn all this crafty stuff, like learn how to do this, learn how. And now this is 2 master's degrees, okay? My husband's a smarty pants. He would go to school forever if he could. From the kitchen, I'm sitting in the living room, not even facing the kitchen. And so from the kitchen, and I feel like he had enough nerve to say this because he wasn't right in front of me, because otherwise I don't know if he would actually have said this. but he said, don't you think that money would be best served if you took a college class? I was like fuming. Now, I did not have a job. So I had no income coming in. I had already started making and selling wreaths, but it wasn't like a whole lot. Like, it wasn't like an abundance. And I still had no idea if I was going to be able to do this or not. And at that moment, I'm listening to the person on Facebook Live who was selling the class, and somebody in the crowd or in the audience must have said the same thing, like my husband would never let me do that or whatever. And so the gal was responding to another one of the followers, and she said, well, prove to him that you can do it. And I was like, I'll show him. I was like, you tell me no. Like, I could feel my grandmother inside me, like, you know. And so, like, it's insane. It's insane how it has developed and turned into something I never imagined. I was at one time, I was in 3 boutiques at the same time, which that was very hard. And I still had a lot to learn at that moment, or at that time. So I ended up still staying in one. So I've been in one boutique locally now for 4 years, or over 4 years. I'm still, still definitely selling there. I've learned the balance to that. I'm still actively selling on Etsy. I was doing classes for a while, better part of 2 years, and it was very lucrative, but, life changes, and, traveling more and still doing classes was not really a thing. So I started doing more kits versus in-person classes. Just the whole journey of it has been incredible. It has been incredible. And now, I do wish Damon was able to be there, but I know he's a busy dude. But to have Lisa on stage with me, because she was aside from Damon, she was the very next person. And I attached to her, so much that Damon was saying in the business coaching or somewhere, he was saying, like, get a business buddy. And he meant like someone on your same level, like, somewhere in the same, on the same level of business as you, right? Like, if you're just starting out, find somebody else that's just starting out and you can, like, do it together. If you're in the middle, find somebody in the middle. I was, like, just starting out, and Lisa was, like, going strong, right? And I was like, Lisa, do you want to be my business buddy? And I think she probably thought I was nuts. And I think she's definitely too nice to say no to anybody. And so I feel like I cornered her. And so it just bloomed. And then we met, we talked a little bit, not too much. And then we met for the first time at Wreath Makers Live, at the very first Wreath Makers Live. I got on a bus, and I didn't mean to get on the bus. I didn't know where I was going. I was with all the people I have never met before in my entire life. Lisa wasn't even with me. I don't even know where she was. She wasn't there yet or something. And then sitting across from me is Tammy Hodges. I didn't know who Tammy was. I had no idea. We didn't know each other. It's been a journey that has for sure been, very inspiring, very rewarding. I say this, and at the most serious part of, I actually get to be a mother. I know myself. If I didn't start this business, I would have found a job and accepted one I didn't like, and I would have worked tirelessly until I moved myself back up and worked a majillion hours. My calculated brain would have never let me quit a job to do this. I know it because I know it because I know. I know. it didn't matter. Damon could have been like, hey, I make bajillions of bajillions, and, you could do it too. And I'd have been like, no, because that's not real life. Like, I know myself because I know myself. I would have never, ever left my job to start this or to try this. I would have never done it. And so, at first I was really upset with the company that bought us out and left me without a job. And now listen, it was Enterprise Rent a Car, okay? And so now when we're like going to Mastermind and we're using Enterprise to like rent our cars, I'm like, this is so crazy. Like, this dream, someone else's dream made him be live, made him do crafts, made him try teaching people and be successful at it, and inspired not just me. Listen, this, I call it a phenomenon. Like, this has inspired hundreds of thousands of people across the nation, across the world. I don't take that lightly. I hope Damon doesn't take that lightly. Maureen, I don't know. It's just, you have no idea. You're watching people online and you're invested in them as a person, as a crafter, as a business. You're invested in all those things, and you're watching the moves they make, the steps they make. You're watching their growth, and that is very inspiring. And, I know that if I did have a job, I would have left it. It would have become a dream of mine. It would have became something I would be obsessed with, but I know that I would have never taken that risk. So, things happen in mysterious ways. And because of it, because I didn't have a job, because I turned a couple down, because a couple turned me down, because my husband had a job that could withhold our monthly bills until I worked up a little bit, it made me believe that I could. It gave us the time we needed to actually foster. Fostering is hard. Shelly, I know if you're still here, fostering is hard. There are people in and out of your house all the time. All the time. I felt like, especially in the very beginning, and we had 3 and 2 different families, and it's all the time. It would have, because I know me, I would have gotten to know all the things that were involved in it, and I would have just said, I don't have the time because I have to make money, because I have to do all these things. The perfect storm happened when I'm scrolling through Facebook one day and just saw this guy making wreaths. Like, the perfect storm happened. So, because of all of those steps, I get to actually be a mother. That's beyond any amount of money. It's beyond. Oh yes, Trina. Our caseworkers were wonderful. They were great. It's very intrusive, but like I said, I got to the point where I was just opening to the door and I was just like, we live here. Like, there's toys everywhere. You're going to have to step over the games that we're playing. Like, it just is the way it is. It's clean. It's just, there's just toys everywhere. Anyway, so I know I've been crazy rambling and I haven't done that in a while, so that's okay. It's all right. But you never know. You never know. If you guys know Steve Harvey, listen, I don't care whether you like him or not. It doesn't matter. He has this thing. I don't know whether he did it before a show or after a show on Family Feud, something. It's, if you Google it or go to YouTube, it's Jump. Google Steve Harvey Jump. Okay. He's got this whole message that is, it will bring you to tears. it will hopefully shake something inside you that makes you say, let's do this. Tarina, I didn't know that. Candace. I would not have been the brave person to leave. You know, when Damon left his very lucrative position, and started doing this full time, I was like, oh my God, like this is like, oh my God, like this was kind of just, I just didn't have a job, and so this was kind of just, you know, not thrown at me, but just like plopped into my lap. Like God was like, hey, try this, right? And then when he quit his job, I was like, oh, like, oh my God, this is like a big thing. Like this is a big thing. Oh yeah, Candace, he has got some good things. Aw, Jean. Everything happens for a reason. You know, one day when we're talking about a different subject, we can talk about a couple more things, but I agree with you. Everything happens for a reason. Like, I'm just a regular person. I'm just a regular person. And Tammy and I have 100 people. Tammy and I have 100 people coming to see us next week from all over the country, from a different country. Even though it's from Canada, it's not a big deal to us because it's in Michigan. And even though it's still another country, it's another country. We have 100 people from all over the country. We even had a gal, bless her heart, she can't come, and she bought her ticket and was coming from Hawaii, coming to see Tammy and I. Like, I can't, it's like, I hope that for all of you who are coming in person, every single solitary one of you, I hope for any of you who are listening, who ever choose to venture out and go to any events like this, I hope that you leave there with a friend. I hope you leave there with someone like I left, like Lisa and Tammy Hodges. I hope you because let's be real. If you're going to one of these events, you're going to them because you are looking for people who are like you. You're looking to improve your skill. You're looking to learn more. You're looking to connect with people who think like you, who act like you, who talk like you, who do what you do. So I hope that whether it's Wreath Makers Live, Crafters Convention, Amy's event, our event, whatever, wherever, I hope that you leave with a friend who can help you in your business. I know, isn't that crazy? Tarina, it's crazy. Oh, Maureen, you are? I already knew, I knew that. She reached out to me and told me, I was like, you're going to love Maureen. She's really sweet. Oh, Candace, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. See, Celeste. See? Look, Celeste, we met at Amy's event last year. Here's Celeste, Tammy, and I out to dinner like we've known each other forever, talking about our whole lives. Oh, Trina, you know, you already know everybody that's coming. Tammy and I are going to make it very clear in the beginning. No one's there alone. My first event ever was your event in Springfield. Aww! Last year or this year, Sandra? I can't remember. Hey, Hallie. going to be awesome. You see what I'm doing? I'm picking apart these little berries. Oh, by the way, you see how this berry is white? It's supposed to be red. But it's white when you open it up. If you just take a red this year, Sandra, where were you sitting? Where were you sitting? If you were standing where I was standing, where were you sitting? Yes, Don, yeah. You were not. Celeste. So, Dawn, this is the one we made tonight. Easy breezy. This is the one we made in the creative coaching group. You guys, I gotta show it again because I just love it. So we made that one inside the coaching group tonight. Aw, see? Right side. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I remember you, Sandra. See? I can see that right in my eyeballs. Right in my head. Aw. Celeste, it's special. It's very special. So, I know that I sometimes ramble, and when I get nervous, I ramble. So it should be a lot of fun at the event next week. Oh, Donna, you do not have to thank me. It is my pleasure. I hope that you learn from my mistakes. You do my things that do well. I hope you, all those things. It's hard work. I'm not gonna lie. I work all the time. All the time. When the kids are at school, when they're sleeping, when they're napping, when they're outside playing, I'm working. When they're in the house and it's mom time, I am not. Other than the last week. It's been a really hard. When I told Addison, listen, she's been asking me to help and she's been asking me to go live, and I'm always nervous about how that's going to be perceived, if you want me to be really honest. But she's been, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help? Can I help? Can I help? Can I help? We sat yesterday and had a system, and she was helping me do, part of the kits and stuff. And she was helping Tammy and I do all this. She is on it. She's organized. She's smart. She's quick. We get a system going, and we're just like a well-oiled machine. She's awesome. I'm really, really, really excited for them. Grayson too. Although, so this whole time, they thought that the event was going to be in Louisiana. So when I told them that we were going to be right where their summer school was, and they were like, what? And so Aaron and I had a long talk, and it's important to me, especially after all this. They've seen the kits in our living room for the last 3 weeks. So it's important for them to see. I don't want to be on stage saying anything real personal, obviously, but they are the reason why I keep going. They're the reason why I don't sleep. They're the reason why I keep moving this along. But I want Addison especially, Grayson, yeah, but I want Addison especially to see, this is what mommy does. This is what mommy does, whether it's on stage in person or whether it's, virtual where, people are watching just behind the camera. Like, I want her to see this is a real thing. Like, she sees all the ribbon, all the stuff in the house, and, you know, she knows that I travel and all the stuff, and she even went with me in July. So she sees that, but I want her to see this. It's really important. So, I'm excited for her to come see. They're only going to be there for a really quick, short time. But I'm excited for her to see, like, I'm excited for both kids to see all the balloons. Oh! I'm excited for the kids to see decorations. Oh, so one thing I was going to say, so the place that we're going is close. So now every time I say mommy's got to go, I got to go to work, they're going to think I'm like just down the street. Take Addison. You're teaching her skills. Oh yes, no, she's definitely coming. She's definitely coming. So, anyway, she is dropping hints. I know, Gail, that slipped. Oh, I did not mean to do that. No more hints. No more. Not till 7 o'clock on Thursday. Gail. Woo! I'm so excited. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. How long did it take us to make the actual wreath? Like 10 minutes? Keep talking. Oh, this one came out. Did this one come out? Stacy, are you working over there? Coach Stacy's going to come and... Was this obviously wasn't in because there's no glue on it, but it's going in a second. Coach Stacy's going to be here. You know, Damon, I gotta go back and say this. So we were at Mastermind, you know, and I can say this because it's my story. It's not privileged information if it's my story. But we were at Mastermind and okay, so let me go back. I think I figured, you did not figure out my surprise. Promise, you did not figure it out. Oh, what was I just going to say? Oh, okay. So at the very first Wreath Makers Live, I'll never forget her, Susan Cush from Boxer Loon Designs. Sweet gal. Love her. Susan Cush. Love her. I was so afraid to go live. I have a lisp. It's there. And now that I said it, you'll never not hear it. I have a lisp and I hate it. I hate it. I cannot stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand hearing my voice. And when Damon asked me to be on the podcast, I immediately was like, that's only talking. I don't want to do that, but I'm still going to do it, but I don't want to do that. I did not want to do the Tammy's here. See, only Tammy knows the full thing. Well, no, Derica does know the full thing because she's going to kind of be in on it a little bit. Probably shouldn't have said that either. Okay, so Susan, I was telling Susan this, and she's like, why don't you want to be live? You're this, you're that, you're this, and the other. And I was like, no, I can't stand my voice. I hate it. So Susan says, Lori's coming. Susan says, she's like, what if someone in your audience also has a lisp and they are very, very talented and they have gifts to share and they don't want to go live or share their gifts because they have a lisp too. And then they hear you and see you doing it and then you just inspired them to do it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you got me there, right? And, you know, I tell that story every once in a while. It's the truth. I can't stand my voice. I still can't stand it. I do have a lisp. It drives me nuts. I can't stand it when I listen to the replays. I cannot do it. And so at Mastermind, or when we started in the Mastermind and all these things, and we were talking about actually building your business and building your brand and building your names and all these things. And, you know, in talking more with Damon and you know, you have a story and a why. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a feeling to their story. Everybody has a story. That story can and will resonate with way more people than you ever imagined. It will, because it will. It will, because it will. If you are authentic to yourself and do you and talk you and your life and those things and the things that inspire you and make you move, those people, your people will find you. You will find them. They will find you. It'll happen. And so, you know, of course, my reason why is I don't want to go back to work so that I don't have to stay away from my kids. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to stay with them and be with them. And other than when I'm traveling and it's picture day 2 years in a row, other than that, I want to be able to be here and say yes to the field trips and yes to I can come and help in school and yes to all these things. Like I want to be able to say yes to do that. In order to do that, I have to keep my business because this is what's going to let me do that. This is what's going to let me work an entire, 3 days straight and then take off to go see next week. Although also, Tammy, I'm not missing it unless it's Thursday. I hope to God it's not Thursday, but I'm not missing it. So next week, I'm assuming, is going to be the kids' Halloween parade. I hope to God it's not Thursday, and I hope to God it's not Friday. But having this allows me to do that. Talking about my story allows me to connect with all of you who have fostered our foster child, who your sister, your daughter, your son, your brother, somebody else fosters. It allows me to connect with those people and it is huge because here I am, like all of my friends have biological children. It's different. It's different. It's there are other things that go along with that, and not necessarily now, but in the beginning when they was still foster, there was important. I remember being on the phone with y'all. Oh my gosh, not on the phone. I remember being live with y'all. Like the kids just went down to sleep. I was scared. This is when the twins were with us. I was scared. Aaron was trying to call me and I was on Facebook Live and he just wanted to know what I wanted for dinner. And I haven't eaten all day. I don't even know what it was, but I don't know. The point of going live is to expand and connect and inspire and progress. The 31st. Shelly. Yes. Oh my gosh, you just made my whole entire day. Oh my gosh, Shelly, you are the best. How do you know that? Oh, thank gosh. No. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I dropped Lisa off at the airport at 5 a.m. and I'll be totally back by then. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you very much, dear. Yeah. I was Sandra. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. Listen, when we were the people who we had, all of our friends had campers and we had a camper and we would always take my younger brother and sister, they were younger at the time. They're Emma's 17 now, and Eric's 13. Holy moly. But we were the people who didn't have kids, who were like borrowing somebody else's kids to bring them camping with us. And all of our friends were like, you guys are nuts. Just come and relax. And we're like, no, this is so much better. The kids are having fun. And even now to this day, the kids loved those memories. I forgot why I was saying that to you. I forget. I was going to say I figured out. Oh, yeah. I'd be leaving my own event to be like, okay, hi, mommy's here. Okay, going back to work. It's close. It would be fine. It would be fine. It would be all fine. Hey, yes, absolutely, Pam. It's Ugly Sweater Day. Ugly sweater. So on Friday of the event, it is Sweater Day. We are all making our sweaters. Well, some of us are buying them. Some of us are making them. It's all fine. Oh, yes. Yeah, yes. Yes. Yes, Candace. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. So, all my friends, here they are, all parenting. We're camping, No one said, no one said, it's hard being a parent. So here I am. Our very first placements were twins, 15 months old. I'm pretty sure they were 15 months old. Young. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. Excuse me. But everything works out. Everything works out. Everything works out. Everything works out. Susan! We bought them together. Didn't we? It's a half day. Yes. Half a day. All right. Oh, it's going to be fun. Anyways. Now I'm really going to go. I enjoy your company. I enjoy your support. I never thought this would be a real life thing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait till next week. I cannot wait till next week. Jenny, yes, I can't wait till next week. I had an event in April, and there was 50 people that came for a one-day thing. Some of y'all, Maureen, some of y'all flew in for a one-day event. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I still can't believe it. I definitely I definitely did not think I could do it. I could pull it off. But I did. We did. Tammy came in to hold my hand. And this time we're doing it together, and I can't wait. I can't wait to just, I know, the whole event is, we have listen, we're going to be together, and it's going to be planned right up until the last minute. But the favorite parts are going to be lunchtime and break time and breakfast and, in the evening, the after hours, when it's not, the stage part is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We have make and takes that are going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. But the after time when we can talk and just hang out is going to be the best. It's going to be the best. Oh, Maureen. Oh, thank you, dear. We at the April event, so I did the April event by myself, and Tammy came in to hold my hand, and she was my guest helper. She helped me make sure I didn't lose my mind. So we did the whole event. We did lunch and we did dinner, And then we split and we went back to the hotel where everybody was staying. And then we had a room there, a big, not big. It was not big. It was small. We were cramped in there. This feeling will keep me, will forever stay with me. Will forever stay with me. So, you know, when you start the event, everybody kind of expects, you don't expect, but, you know, at the beginning of an event, everyone claps usually, right? And it's kind of, you know, it's a thing, you know, you clap, you're excited, it's starting. And when it ends, you clap, it's over, right? That's a thing, right? It's not polite, but I don't know what the word is, but it's what you do, kind of. You started, yay, we're starting, yay, we're ending, right? And so that was over with, and then we went back to the hotel, and when I walked into the hotel room, it was a conference room big enough for 50 people. We were like smashed in there. But when I walked into the hotel room, or when I walked into that room, the whole, look, I don't even know if you guys could have been quiet. But it felt like the whole room just erupted. It wasn't planned. It wasn't a start of a show. It wasn't the start of a thing. It wasn't, I just walked into the room, and that feeling will never, ever leave me. And then 2 seconds later, Tammy walked in behind me, and that same eruption happened. It was like you have this is what you're supposed to be doing feeling. This is where you are supposed to be feeling. It's incredible. I can't wait to meet so many of you next week. I cannot wait. Linda Riley was there. It was thunderous. It was so amazing. Maureen, it was so great. And Tammy and I were just like, oh, what just happened? Like, what do we do? What is going on? So I hope that, oh, Valerie! I hope that, you know, the folks from April were able to keep in touch, and you still, you know, see each other, recognize each other, and say hello, even if it's just that. And I hope that, from the folks here next week, I hope that you all get to meet some people and really connect also. I'm going to go. You guys, if you haven't got your live stream ticket yet, because the in-person is sold out. If you haven't got your live stream ticket yet, you can go to melscupofcheer.com. There are coupons all over the place. There's coupons in the Craft Shows and Classes 2022. There's craft in the Oh My Garlands class, in the boutique class, in Tammy's Cricut class. You can find coupon codes there. If you are not able to join us, either way, in person or virtually, totally fine. If you still want to donate to our St. Clair County Foster Care Christmas program this year, you can do so by going to fostercarechristmas.com. fostercarechristmas.com. Oh, Susan, you're gonna, the real, you know, might not always be the best polish, but it's gonna be real, that's for sure. Deborah, I can't wait to meet you, dear. Oh my goodness. Carol, you too. All right, loves. I'm out. I gotta clean this up and get ready for recording for the event. Ah! All right.